Hi guys, it is Cara theBubblelush. So those of you that are on my Facebook and Twitter know that this week was a really big week because I called my reproductive endocrinologist. I was able to finally stop playing phone tag back and forth with the nurses yesterday afternoon, and I think we finally have a game plan. So, where we left off last time was that I had gone to the REs, the same RE that I used to conceive Hannah, and she had given me a prescription for Femera, the 3 pills a day from cycle day 3 through 7, so that's 7.5 milligrams of Femera. And I was very comfortable with that because that's the exact same thing I did to conceive Hannah, and we had a plan to come in and do an IUI. The one thing that was stopping me was that Hannah was still breastfeeding. Yeah. She's in kind of a quiet period because she was being crazy. Yeah. Lay down. Yeah. Just calm down. You can have a book. You want to read a book? Here, you can have a book. You're welcome. Okay, so the issue was that I was still breastfeeding Hannah, and so she didn't want me to doing any fertility treatments until Hannah was weaned. So I haven't done a video about it yet because it's fairly new, and I'm still kind of figuring out in my head what steps I went through to actually get Hannah weaned. But Hannah is now completely weaned. It was a huge, huge step, and now that that is done, I want to move on to starting fertility treatments. So I called and let them know that Hannah had been weaned, and I was hoping to get a prescription of Femera to jumpstart a cycle. And I wasn't surprised. I was a little disappointed, but I wasn't surprised when the nurse was like, so I talked to your doctor, and she wants you to wait 4 to 6 weeks after you weaned, or after your last nursing session, and wait for a natural cycle to start. And I said, and this is why, honestly, I get a lot of comments and messages from girls that are uncomfortable with what their doctor wants them to do, they're uncomfortable with the treatment plan. And from day one, I have encouraged and kind of urged people to be their own advocate and to really speak up. And if you don't think that your doctor is on the right track, granted, they have all the knowledge in the world, but you know your body better than anybody else. So you do need to kind of trust your gut in a way and speak up for yourself. And if they still think that they're right, fine. But at least make sure that they have all of the knowledge and they kind of understand the whole situation. So I told the nurse, I was like, I totally understand that, and I'm not surprised to hear that. However, I don't know when cycle day 1 is going to be because my period never stops. And she was like, it never stops. And I was like, yeah, I've basically been on a period since the beginning of June. And she's like every day? And I was like, yeah, like every day. She was like, just spotting? And I was like, no. Like pads and tampons, a period for, and then I stopped and I thought, and I was like, oh my God, it's been 6 months. Oh my God, no wonder I'm getting frustrated and I'm done. I'm done. And so when she was just she was freaked out, right? And understandably so. I mean, that's kind of weird to think that someone's been on a period for 6 months. I guess quiet time is over. It's okay. As long as she has kind of calmed down with her tude, I'm alright with it. Yeah, I know. That's your rocking chair and the camera. No. No rock. No rock. Not right now. You want to come say hi? Hi. You want to come get in my lap and so they can see you? You want to see yourself in the camera? Up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Up. Say hi! Are you in a better mood now? Yeah, you just need a couple minutes of quiet time. I love you. Hannah, where's your nose? Where's your eye? No, where's your eye? Where's my mouth? Mouth? Where are your ears? Good job. Where's your belly button? Belly button is new. She's lifting up her shirt. Okay, so she goes, are you in any pain? And I was like, no, I'm not in any pain. It's just my patience. You know, the issue is not pain, the issue is patience, and I'm out of it. And I really just want to stop bleeding and start kind of getting the show on the road. And she was like, oh, I totally understand. She's like, in fact, one of the doctors just walked in. If I can put you on hold, let me talk to them and see what they think. And I was like, sure. So I was on hold for like 5 minutes, and which was totally fine. I don't care. I'm just glad she was getting it taken care of before the weekend. I didn't realize phone tag was going to take so long. So she comes back and she's like, are you still there? And I was like, yeah, I'm totally still here. I'm invested. I want you to know the answer. She goes, you know, I found your doctor. She was in her office answering emails and stuff. And so I told her what was going on, and she said, by all means, we'll fill the prescription of Provera and, you know, just start that. And then cycle day 3, take the medicine. And I go, okay, thank you so much for finding my doctor, first of all, because that was really nice of you. But I have one question, and you might not know the answer, but my concern is, what should I expect when I'm taking this Provera? Because normally what happens is, you know, it's been 100 days since you've had a period, right? Like forever and ever and ever. And you're sick and tired of it, and so your doctor gives you Provera. So you take Provera for 5 to 10 days. Bless you! Whoa! Hold on. Can I wipe your nose? Whoa! Boogie nose. Thank you. There you go. Don't take all those blankets out. Thank you. So you haven't had a period in like forever and ever, and you want to induce a period. So you take the Provera for 5 to 10 days, and then a couple days after your last pill, you start your period. So my question was like, but I'm already bleeding. You know, like, how is that going to work? Am I going to start taking the pills and it's going to raise my progesterone so much that I stop bleeding for a couple days, and then a couple days after the last pill I'll start bleeding? Or am I going to be bleeding the whole time and I'm never going to know when the real bleeding starts? Like, whoa, what do I do? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And I go, well, how about, why don't you write this in the notes? I'm going to take the 5 pills for 5 days, and then if I haven't, you know, had a stop in bleeding and then cycle day 1, like an obvious cycle day 1, 5 days after my last pill, then I'll give you guys a call and let you know that, like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at in my cycle. Mommy. Mommy. Everyone's daddy right now. And she was like, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. So that's what's going to happen. Today is Saturday. Today it's day 1 of the pills. Yeah, that's yours. And the neat thing is that if this cycle were to work, like magically, I was one of those girls that, like, the first cycle of fertility treatments works. Like, don't you just envy the hell out of them? But if it does work, this baby would be conceived like 2 weeks after Hannah was. So they would be very close. Their birthdays would be very close, but maybe not. Well, I guess the baby's due date would be very close to Hannah's birth date, because Hannah was 2 weeks late. Get it? Ha! All right, so fingers crossed that cycle day, well, let's see, there's lots of things to cross your fingers for. Fingers crossed that the Provera works and I'm able to tell when cycle day 1 is. Fingers crossed that I respond to the Femera, because obviously that is the first step. Well, I guess this time the first step is actually inducing a period, but the first step is growing a follicle. That to me is like a huge milestone, and it's never something that I take for granted that the medicine is going to work. So my fingers are just crossed that Femera works, and I'm able to grow a follicle. Then we move on to either ovulating or the trigger shot. So fingers crossed that that works. It always usually does. And then that we're able to time the IUI and that it doesn't interfere with our work schedules too much, because this is a really busy time of year. I'm kind of kicking myself that now, like, really, Carla, you're choosing to start now? It's the busiest time of year, but I really just want to get it going. So anyways, that is my big TTC update. I hope you guys have been able to sit through this whole thing. And please cross your fingers and follow along with the journey because I'm really excited. And I don't know if you guys ever get this way, like when you call your doctor and like you're getting the show started, but I'm like a ball of preconception excitement. Like it's just, I'm excited. I'm really excited to get this all started. So, which probably means that I've forgotten how crappy the side effects are.